the struggle is always going to be how much weight can you put in your tool bag or your tote and still be efficient, but not have extra weight that it's just too heavy to carry around. Now, that's been a concern of mine for years, so every time I design a bag or a tote or a backpack for tools, I've always got that in mind. How much weight can I actually have on this thing where it's light enough but efficient enough? Now, I just started at this new property a couple weeks ago, actually almost 3 weeks ago, and for the first 2 weeks I was carrying my backpack. And let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So my backpack, my Vito bag that I've had for years, is mostly designed for HVAC work, because every property I've been at, that's usually what I end up doing. I end up repairing most appliances and doing most of the HVAC work. So my bag is designed for that, and of course I needed a backpack because I wanted to maintain 3-point contact at all times, going up ladders and stuff like that. So I've always had this backpack with me that I've carried. Now when I started at this property has chiller and a boiler system. So most of these tools are not going to be used at this property. For appliance repair and all that, I could use most of the tools, but it's just too heavy to carry around. So I had to come up with a solution to walk around this property and I have to carry this big old bag. So what I did is I went with this Milwaukee setup. Now the box has wheels, so I am pushing this cart around. Now this is a 2-story building, so I don't take it up to every apartment. So I keep in mind that this box I may leave under somebody's porch or something like that when I go upstairs. This is a pretty safe community, so I'm not too worried about somebody stealing the box. But at the same time, I don't have a lot of tools in the box. The box is mainly to carry the tote, so I don't have to carry it on my shoulder or myself. So what I have in the actual box is not as valuable as a box. The box is probably more valuable than. So I do change a lot of faucets and seats. Of course, I gotta have those 2 tools with me. Those stay in here because if I'm gonna change a faucet or a seat or something like that, or a stem, I'm gonna have to come to this bag because this is where I keep supplies at, so I don't have to walk back and forth to the shop all day. So, and I carry stuff like for ceiling fans, stems, diverters, for what we have at this property. I do carry a few shims, plastic and wood, because you always use shims for a whole bunch of repairs, especially door repairs, stuff like that. Aerators, seats. So this avoids me walking back and forth to the shop all day. Light bulbs, ceiling fan light bulbs, caulking, silicone, some gloves, a little bit of cleaning supplies, rags, tape. I do keep a hammer down there. Sometimes you're gonna need a hammer. Painter's tape. So there ain't much in this box, and all this may change. I've only been here 3 weeks, so I'm still getting to know this property and getting to know what I really need. But now with this box, I don't have to carry my tote on my shoulder or none of that. Well, let's go over what I got in the tote, what the tools that I need for this property and the way I designed this tote. Now, to start with, this tote locks into this box, so that's a good thing. It's not going to fall off when I'm walking around the property pushing it around. So let's go with the outside first. I do have a little bit of electrical tape and some plumber's tape. I do carry a charger. I have this charger charged. I have to charge it here. It's soldered too, but I have to charge it. So if my phone's running low on battery, I can just hook onto this. You have a cable here. And some tenants may be upset if I hook up to their electrical, so I carry my own. Also on the outside, spatula. Gotta fix some doors once in a while. Utility knife, tape measure. This tape measure may be too big. I don't think I need a tape measure that big. So I'm trying to keep this bag as lightweight as possible. A pencil. That's this side. Now let's look at the tools. Tools are on this side. You're gonna see a whole bunch of brand new tools. It's not that, anytime you see somebody with brand new tools, you think, the guy just started, he doesn't know what he's doing. I've had tools for years and years, but you'll see some new tools here. Now I do go with the Milwaukee M12. I do have the DeWalt system too, but I like the Milwaukee because the batteries just last a long time. They're strong enough for what I'm doing. Maybe if I was doing carpentry work, I'd go with something else. And I do have a charger here. So I am, I do always have a spare battery. Got a battery in there too. So I stay with this Milwaukee. This is for appliance repair. That's perfect. As far as channel locks, I do love the Knipex. I love this brand. If you guys ever used them, I do have the bigger one. I don't even know the sizes. And a smaller one. Over in this bag, I do have actually the medium-sized one. So I do carry these two. These are very efficient, lightweight. You can get a lot done with those two. As far as screwdrivers, I see guys that have a whole setup of different screwdrivers that are like all kinds of different sizes. I don't understand why somebody would carry that, but hey, to each their own. I just carry these two, and they're insulated. The reason I got them insulated is because I do a lot of electrical work here, so it's better to have them insulated. But I do carry an 11-in-1 here too, because it's got different tips and stuff that, especially for appliance repair. In this bag, I carry the 8-in-1, which is the HVAC one. But for this bag, the 11-in-1's perfect. As far as cutters and stripper, I do carry this Milwaukee. It's good enough for maintenance work. For HVAC work, I like this one because this one's got the crimper on it. But this is good enough for this bag, for this property. I'm not doing a lot of connections. The flashlight I'm using, I bought this Husky rechargeable. I leave this one charging overnight. I do take my Tote with me every day, but I leave this charging every night. I have a Klein little thermostat screwdriver. You guys know these. As far as I bought the set, came with the that you could flip around the 5/16 and the 1/4 inch. It's the longer one, the shorter one here, but I leave it on this extension so I don't lose it. I do carry those two. So far the weight ain't that much, and I can do a lot of work orders for this. I've got this wrench here, the 17mm, or this is the 19 on this side, but on this side it's 17, and the 17 is the one that's gonna fit for removing supply lines, stuff like that, on angle stops. Oh, I don't want to carry that many tools, so I'll carry this one. I do have a magnet. Sometimes I lose a screw or a part that falls behind a dishwasher or washing machine or something like that, and I can reach it with that. Scissors, heavy duty scissors. And find if something's got power or not. Now this property has a boiler system, so anybody that's worked at a property with a boiler system, you know how difficult it is to shut off the boiler just to change a water faucet sometimes, a kitchen or sink faucet. So sometimes I gotta clamp the lines with this and do what I gotta do. So you gotta carry two, hot side and the cold side. And on this side I've got a little bit of extra different tips. This one's got the 3/8 and 7/16 that you can flip around. You have a couple garbage disposal wrenches. So I think that does this side. Over on this side, got a little pocket knife here, stud finder. It's got a magnet to it. Stud finder, and I like this little ratchet. That's actually the 1/4 inch and the 1/4 inch and 5/16. Especially on dryers, sometimes there's places you can't fit a drill or anything like that, and this thing fits in there perfect. I did use it a lot for changing gas valves sometimes on package units. Now it's in this bag. I used to carry it in this bag, but I need it in this bag, but I'll buy another one. Got a little level, because when you put a toilet paper holders, you almost got to have a level so it looks right and you get it right. Multimeter, field piece multimeter. Of course, I got my other multimeter here on this bag. I didn't take anything out of this bag back there. This box is pretty useful. Screws, washers, and wire nuts, batteries that I use at this property. So, it avoids me going back to the shop every work order. This here is do have my thermometer, and this is a tester for GFCIs, and I have that. Got more caulking in here. This may be overkill because I think this is way too heavy. I don't need all these Allen wrenches. I'll probably never use but one or two of these. I got to figure out exactly what I'm using, and I've got some up here that I can, you know, just carry the right sizes instead of everything. Pipe cutter. Sometimes I've got a shower rods or piece of copper that I gotta cut with WD-40. Got this extra. This is overkill, so I'm gonna take this out. Those two will do enough. Put that away later. Sandpaper. I think that's it. Oh, this little set of tips. They're pretty cool because they don't take up a lot of space. Ouija. A couple of notebooks. I think that's it. So that's not that heavy, and it gets the job done. I may end up adding some stuff or taking out some stuff, but for now, I think this is what's going to work for the work order that I'm doing here. See you guys in the next video.